What if I told you that one of the most powerful civilizations in human history still exists today, but in a completely different form? Ancient Egypt and modern Egypt share the same land, the same river, and the same name, yet their worlds are thousands of years apart. From pharaohs who were treated like gods, to modern cities filled with cars, smartphones, and skyscrapers, Egypt has experienced one of the greatest transformations in human history. In this video, we'll explore ancient Egypt versus modern Egypt, how people lived then, how they live now, and what has changed and what has never changed. This is not just history. This is Transformation Part 1, Geography and the Nile River in both ancient and modern times. Egypt's life depends on one thing, the Nile River. In ancient Egypt, the Nile was everything. It provided water, food, transportation, and fertile land. Every year, the river flooded, leaving behind rich soil that allowed crops to grow in the desert. Ancient Egyptians believed the Nile was a gift from the gods. Even today, modern Egypt still depends on the Nile. More than 90% of Egypt's population lives near it. But instead of small farming villages, we now see massive cities, dams like the Aswan High Dam, and modern irrigation systems controlling the river. The river stayed the same, but how humans use it has completely changed. Part 2, Government and Power. That ancient Egypt was ruled by pharaohs. The pharaoh was not just a king. He was believed to be a living god on earth. His word was law. There were no elections, no debates, no democracy. Everything, land, people, army, and religion, was under the pharaoh's control. Modern Egypt, on the other hand, is a republic. It has a president, a constitution, political parties, and elections. Power comes from laws, not gods. The idea of leadership has changed, from divine rulers to political systems. Yet power still shapes Egypt's future, just as it did thousands of years ago. Part 3. Daily life of people. Daily life in ancient Egypt was simple but structured. Most people were farmers, laborers, or craftsmen. They lived in small mud brick houses. Food was basic: bread, onions, dates, fish, and beer. Life was hard, but community was strong. Modern Egyptians live very different lives. They work in offices, factories, schools, hospitals, and businesses. Cities like Cairo are crowded and fast-paced. People use smartphones, cars, and the internet. Food comes from supermarkets instead of farms. But family values remain strong, just like in ancient times. Part 4, Religion and Beliefs. Religion played a huge role in ancient Egypt. They believed in many gods: Ra, Osiris, Isis, Anubis, and more. Each god controlled different parts of life and death. Ancient Egyptians believed deeply in the afterlife. That's why they built pyramids and mummified bodies. Modern Egypt is very different religiously. Today, most Egyptians are Muslim, with a Christian minority. Religion is still important, but beliefs have changed completely. The focus moved from many gods in the afterlife to one god in daily spiritual life. Part 5, Architecture and Technology. That ancient Egypt gave the world some of the greatest structures ever built. The pyramids of Giza were built over 4,500 years ago, without machines, computers, or electricity. Temples, statues, and tombs were made to last forever. Modern Egypt builds differently. Skyscrapers, bridges, highways, and metro systems now dominate the cities. Concrete and steel replace stone blocks. Ancient architecture was about eternity. Modern architecture is about speed and function. Part 6, Education and Knowledge. In ancient Egypt, education was limited. Only scribes and elites learned to read and write hieroglyphs. Knowledge was passed through temples and royal schools. Today, education is open to millions. Schools, universities, and online learning shape modern Egypt. Students study science, medicine, engineering, and technology. Knowledge moved from stone walls to digital screens. Part 7, Military and Warfare. Ancient Egyptian armies used swords, spears, chariots, and shields. Wars were fought face-to-face. Modern Egypt has a powerful military with tanks, jets, drones, and advanced weapons. Warfare is now about technology and strategy. The battlefield changed, but the need for defense remains. Part 8, What never changed despite thousands of years of change. Some things remain the same. The Nile still flows. The desert still surrounds the land. The pyramids still stand. Egypt is still a bridge between Africa, the Middle East, and the world. Ancient or modern, Egypt has always been important. From gods to governments, from pyramids to skyscrapers, from scrolls to smartphones. Egypt's story is one of survival, change, and continuity. This is ancient Egypt versus modern Egypt. If you enjoyed this before journey, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and tell us in the comments. Backhand index pointing right, which civilization should we explore next?